Hi, I'm Lara and I'm one of the game designers of Die Näherinnen, which is the game you just saw. Since we can't be here with our sewing machine, unfortunately, I want to give you some context and break down the game design for you. In general, Die Näherin is an experimental game about reconstructing unrecorded history. And you play one day in the life of a German seamstress in the late 19th century. Of course, time in the game is abstracted, so a 15-hour workday roughly equals a 50-minute playthrough. So you play by operating a pedal of a real vintage sewing machine while you are advised to stay in the working pace set by the other seamstresses, which sounds like this. And you can try tapping your foot to the rhythm. And without the sewing machine, of course, it's easy, but imagine doing that with the heavy pedal for like 15 minutes. It gets a bit exhausting. And while monotony is an important part of the gameplay, let's not forget that there are 5 women squeezed in one room. Of course, you'll have plenty of opportunities to talk and argue with your fellow working woman, but don't forget to work. If you get too distracted or take a break, you will get negative reactions from them. However, working class women were also expected to take care of the household, family, and many other areas. In other words, a chronic division of attention. That's why the game has a dynamic split screen to reflect where your attention seems to be, dictated by how good you keep up with the working pace. So if you lose the rhythm during a dialogue, you are most likely participating in reading and your attention currently lies in a dialogue. So the split screen part with the dialogue will get bigger. And the other way around, if you're nailing the working pace with the pedal, then the split screen part with the sewing machine will get bigger. As in real life, however, time goes on, and so do the conversations between the seamstresses. New ideas come up, and the right moment to say something may pass. And if you don't engage, you can actually miss dialogue, so you need to pay attention. Your attention is also visualized by colors. Each seamstress has a certain color and symbol that define her. And while sewing, the thread color changes according to who you are interacting with. And if you're not engaging in any dialogue, you're just sewing a white thread. Should you make it to the end of the working day, there will be a final fabric that visually represents the women you engaged with throughout your workday experience. In this way, the player is actively taking part in the reconstruction of the history they experienced. So, how do the seamstresses leave their mark on your fabric?